I'm back. What's up guys? This is Wandergasm. I'm in Toronto, the best place to be right now. And today I want to talk to you about the 5 cheapest places to travel in 2017. Lego. So seeing as 2017 is officially the year of the broke ass traveller, or in my books it is anyway, I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown of the 5 cheapest cities to travel to. Let's do it. Number 1. Mexico. Why is Mexico cheap? Most of Mexico is priced considerably lower than what you'd be used to in other countries. Especially if you avoid all of the major tourist traps like don't go to Cancun, or do go to Cancun, but it's probably not going to be as cheap as the other places that you can visit. I've been to Cancun, it was great times, but it was very kind of draining on the tax. But that fact aside, since 2016, the Mexican pesos has the Mexican pesos has gone from 16 to the dollar to 22 to the dollar since 2015. That leaves a whole lot more room for maneuverability in your budget, if you make a budget. If you're a better traveler than me, you probably do make a budget because that's what smart people do. You can easily get through Mexico on a budget of $25 a day if you're backpacking, like staying in hostels, eating food on the go, you know. $25 a day. $25 a day. You can stay there forever. I can't even get to work for $25, but I can, but whatever. Why would you want to go to Mexico? Well, for a start, beautiful white beaches, amazing nightlife, extremely cheap accommodation, with like some dorm beds in hostels can go from $7 a night. If you're going to backpack in Mexico, then 2017 is the time to do it. Also, Chichen Itza, they have one of the 7 wonders of the world, so why wouldn't you want to go to Mexico? Coming in at number 2. The Balkans. Now I realise that this is a collection of countries and not one country, but there's so many great places there that I had to kind of group them all up. Smush them all together. So Bosnia and Herzegovina, I hope I said that right. Serbia, Macedonia, Albania, and especially Montenegro. Like I've been wanting to go there for a while now because it's just amazing. Everyone backpacks through Europe at some point if you're a traveller, but not everyone makes it through the Balkans. Like everyone thinks of Europe, they think of Italy, France, Spain, all the boring places. I mean, they're not boring, they're great, but you get what I'm getting at. And I don't know why people skip the Balkans. Like they are amazingly beautiful, but they're also incredibly cheap. And speaking of cheap, if you do want that, you need to kind of avoid Croatia because that's like the major tourist hotspot at the moment. So all the prices have been jacked up. It's obviously not good if you want, you know, budget. So instead of Croatia, you should hit up all the spots I mentioned at the start. Do you know what? So if you want any proof that the Balkans are cheap, I had a friend, she travelled from one side of the Balkans to the other without spending a single penny. And if you don't believe me, I'll put a link to the video below. She made a video of it. It's pretty lit. Reasons to go to the Balkans, if you need it anymore, it's got beautiful forests, beaches, mountains, old villages. It's just got everything. Like Google Balkans, Google Montenegro for a start and look at the mountain village there like around the lake. It's pretty. And again, food, drink and exchange rates are cheap and really good at the moment, so that's why it's number 2 on this list. Coming in at number 3, and you probably wouldn't expect to see this country on this list, but it is, for a good reason, is South Africa. So at the moment, you can get almost double the amount of South African rand than you could get back in 2012. That's like doubling your money, you know? Makes sense, think about it. Whilst it might not be the cheapest country in the world in other terms, I think for the sheer beauty and like experience of the country that it needs to be on this list, it's a must do. If you need one big reason to go there, safaris. These have been on my bucket list for like the longest time now, so I fully intend to go to South Africa. If not this year, the year after, and explore like the whole down there and just have a great time. See some lions, see some giraffes, see some rhinos if they're still alive. Just have a fucking ripper of a time. Number 4. Nicaragua. You might have heard of Nicaragua, but never thought of going there. In fact, Costa Rica, which shares a border with Nicaragua, which is really hard to say fast, is actually become somewhat of a tourist hotspot at the moment, mainly because they put a bunch of money into advertising the place, and that's sent the prices up there. But Nicaragua basically offers all of the same things, because you know, it's the same land, massive land, but at much less of the price because there's no one going there, so no one has to pay extra for stuff. What is cheap about it? Well, first up, if you're having trouble finding flights, you need to fly into Costa Rica and then spend an hour to drive over the border into Nicaragua to save money and time on flights that way. But accommodation, food and transport are all stupidly cheap there. You can easily spend $20, $30 a day and survive quite happily in Nicaragua. If you visit in low season as well, you can find some stupidly priced hostels like $4 a night. $4 a night. I've spent $50 a night in some hostels in the US. Like, compare those two prices, it just doesn't make sense, does it? I actually read a blog post by a blogger called The Travel Vagabond, and he said that in 4 months of travel across Nicaragua, he only spent $2,500. Do I need to like make any more points? I think that's sold. And if you need a reason to go there, there's an active volcano which you can climb. Who else could say they've done that? And finally, coming in at number 5, is Bolivia. Bolivia is actually considered the cheapest of all the South American countries, and that is saying a lot. It's got some amazing sites to offer, and the prices are even cheaper. What is cheap about Bolivia? Well, everything. In some cases, it's even been compared to traveling in Southeast Asia, and everyone knows how cheap Southeast Asia is. The thing about Bolivia is because of its location, it's easier to combine it as part of an itinerary, so like maybe traveling through South America than doing it as a one-off stop. Maybe somewhere like Peru, but it definitely has to be done. And if you need some reasons to go there, Lake Titicaca, for its name alone, but it's also extremely beautiful. And they also have the salt flats, which you've probably seen on like documentaries, probably some on Instagram, I don't know. Just an extremely beautiful looking place with a lot to see. So that's it guys, that is my 5 cheapest destinations to travel to in 2017. I hope you like the list, I hope you find it useful, I hope you plan some trips to these places, and if you have been to them, let me know what you thought of them in the comments below, and whether or not I'm on the mark with how cheap they are, because I'm probably gonna have to try and hit a few of them up over the next year or 2. Thanks for watching guys, I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Missing someone